Budget Magic time. Playing some Clue Flash in Standard. Alright. That's reasonable. Hissing Quagmire. Yeah, let's just Port Town, reveal an island, and Thraben Inspector. Get our clue, pass the turn. I kind of want to wait until we get Bygone Bishop down to start playing Dimensional Infiltrators and such. It's just so much more value. This is probably maybe the Seasons Past deck. Opponent passes. We get in for 1. Put our opponent down to 19. Island, pass the turn. And then we'll have to decide if we're going to crack our clue, play a flash creature. We do want to be aware of Languish. Don't want to play too much into that. But we also want to pressure our opponent. I think we're going to flash in a Dimensional Infiltrator. Increase the clock a bit. Westville Abbey. Attack with both. Jeez. Well, maybe they do not have a Languish. I don't know why you kill that to save a single damage if you have a Languish available. So we'll just play Bygone Bishop on the assumption that they don't have Languish. Sweet. Nissa is not Languish. Now we get to start generating value with Bygone Bishop, flashing in Rattle Chains while attacking. Feels like we're in a decent spot. Land? Ooh, Spy Network, but we don't have the land. Alright. Let's just attack with both and pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Kalidas. And we don't have the land to deal with it. So I think we're going to have to sack this clue rather than island. Alright. So now we're probably just going to have to Reflector Mage Kalidas. Yeah, Reflector Mage, get a clue, bounce Kalidas. Play the island, get in with our flyers. Reflector Mage also bounces Nissa, so I don't feel like we're in too bad a shape. They can't replay Kalidas this turn, which means we can hopefully have up Ojutai's Command when they do go to replay it. Languish is still obnoxious. Well, there goes our Ojutai's Command. I guess the good news is we can play a Thopter Spy Network if we want to, or Rattle Chains. So even taking Ojutai's Command, we're not in horrible shape. And we've kind of tempoed our opponent down to 9. And they take the Spy Network, interesting. And Sylvan Advocate, alright. Another Ojutai's Command. Alright, let's get in with our flyers. Play Foundry, and pass the turn. Leave up Ojutai's Command for the Kalidas if they decide to go that route. Goes to attacks. They must have drawn the Languish. Now, we get to block Nissa. Take 2. Alright, there's the Languish. We gotta let it go. Then we get to sack the clue, draw a card. Prairie Stream isn't bad. That gives us the white mana for Stasis Snare. Rattle Chains to keep the pressure on. And a Clash. Alright, now we have all kinds of defense. So we should be able to ride this Rattle Chains to victory. Our opponent's down to 3. Sunken Hollow. And our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Well, so far so good. Well, we probably want negates and maybe more slow counters, void shatters, and stasis snares. Question is, what are we taking out? Spy Network seems awesome in this matchup. That's one of our better ways to go long. And all of our tempo-y blue cards actually seemed really good that game. They just didn't have a way to block us, so we put a lot of pressure on their removal while also generating additional value. But we can't bring in, maybe we go 3 negates, go down an Ojutai's command, maybe even down 2 Ojutai's commands. Exiling seems relevant. That seems better than the scatters. I'm assuming this is a Seasons Past control deck, but I'm not 100% sure. That's my guess. Yeah, I guess we can go down, well, yeah, we can go down an Inspector. Let's try it like that. Yeah, this hand looks reasonable. Got some of our tempo-y creatures backed up by Ojutai's command, till our opponent makes us discard it. Yeah, let's just lead on Prairie Stream, pass the turn. Forest. And Transgress. Well, there goes Ojutai's command. Literally the only card they have the option of taking. Alright, Plains, pass the turn. Leave up negate and our flash creatures. Ooh, Tireless Tracker. We can't negate that. So let's flash in a Dimensional Infiltrator. Ooh, Bygone Bishop. Jeez. Alright, Port Town. Get in with Dimensional Infiltrator. And I think we just pass, leave up negate, and Rattle Chains. There's the Evolving Wilds. So we can't really block Tireless Tracker, they just sack the clue, so we just gotta let this go. And they're gonna sack the clue anyway. Interesting. Alright, we take 4. So let's Rattle Chains, keep the pressure on. Port Town, reveal a Plains. Attack with both. And then Thraben Inspector, get a clue. And just pass the turn. Alright, opponent cracks Evolving Wilds, gets another clue. Alright, we're not going to negate that. That puts our opponent down to 11, which is actually pretty sweet. Sunken Hollow. No attacks. Alright, let's run out our Bygone Bishop. With Flash, thanks to Rattle Chains. They might have Grasp here. Seems possible. Or even likely. Yep, Grasp on Bygone Bishop. Ooh, Reflector Mage. Alright, Plains. Reflector Mage, bounce Tireless Tracker. Swing with the crew. Leave up our negate and the ability to crack our clue. Basically, the thing we're worried about would be Duress plus Languish. Like, that's the combination that beats us here. Or I guess Languish backed up by a counterspell. But just Languish doesn't do it. Dead Weight. Okay, we're not going to negate that. Let's not even crack that. Alright, let's attack with everything. Put our opponent down to 1, hopefully. Alright, we need to negate Pulse. Alright, they grasp our Rattle Chains. We put our opponent down to 3. Pass the turn. Oh, we really wanted to get them to the point where Flash Creature at the end of turn would kill them. But we couldn't really let them resolve Pulse. The good news is they can't really Seasons Past here without dying. Alright, there's the Languish. And Tireless Tracker. Well, there's Dimensional Infiltrator. We had to put our opponent down to 1. Ooh, that was a good draw. Spy Network, and we got the clue token to turn it on. So put our opponent down to 1. And hope for the best! Oh, we're so close! Cracks the clue. They need to deal with our Dimensional Infiltrator to stay alive. Cracks another clue. This feels desperate. Desperation mode. Plays the land, gets a clue. Sacks a clue. Oh, they must be digging for Grasp. Dimensional Infiltrator having the Void is actually nice against like ultimate price and stuff. And opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Maybe this deck is just legit good. Sweet.